Hello, my name is Marlene Young, a part of Dr. Morin's nursing theory class. Today I will be discussing the Article 3, which is Race and Microaggression in nursing research. The reason this article was chosen is because as being an African American individual, racism plays a big part in my race, where my race, I feel, is like one of the most discriminated against races. So this article in terms really touched me, and I really enjoyed the article because a lot of what it said applied to the things that I see now. So just to get started on the article. So it defined race as the article explored how race and racism have been conceptualized in nursing research and theory. So what the article was explaining is that the research and the things that we are doing now are biased because they don't take into consideration about the race issues. For instance, when we're doing a study, we'll say people of color or other races are more prevalent in this aspect of it, whereas Caucasians are not. But when they do these studies, it's just a small amount of people that they're doing. They're not doing more than what it is. And then they don't take into consideration the factors of the environment, what's going on around when they do these studies, which means at this point, when nurses are getting their information, it may not be as accurate. So that's what the article was talking about as far as racism and microaggression in nursing theory. Also, in terms of talking about it, when we go about doing these studies, we think about, first and foremost, this is what's happening in this population, and this is happening in this population. But if we go around and look at the different populations, we'll take, for instance, if you go in a rural area where they are much lower income, you see businesses that thrive, that have foods that are not conducive to someone that may need healthier foods. You have fried chicken, you have McDonald's, you have these spots. Whereas if you go in a neighborhood that is thriving and considered to be middle class or higher class, you see these restaurants that have these different kind of healthy things, which also plays in the tie. So that's one of the things they touched on as far as the environment. Another thing with the purpose of the article was to critically explore how race and racism affect theory and research aspects of nursing knowledge development in the United States. So the article defined, that's the purpose of the article, and the evidence they found behind it was that much of what we're researching is biased, that it's not accurate information about the culture, and that as nurses, we need to take the initiative to try to change that, which is another one of the reasons why I've chosen this article. So as a nurse, when we get out there and we get research, we need to find a way to be unbiased and compassionate to all races, and just understand that it may not just be that race. So in conclusion, to finish up this video, in the future of the world, it's slowly evolving. You're seeing more of other races now, and not just, the standards of a Caucasian or African Americans. Now it's Hispanics are becoming more Asian. So now the world is slowly evolving, that they're predicting by 2020 we may have more Hispanics than we even have Caucasians. So I think as nurses, we should take the initiative to actually focus on more than just the race aspect of things, and understand that racism and microaggression is a part of nursing research, which it may be biased. And the studies that they did prove that it was. Thank you for your time.